What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me on this Friday night to talk about Bill Self and his motion offense. If at any time you have any questions or comments or anything for me about Bill Self or any technical issues, just drop them in the chat or hit me up on Twitter at halfcourthoops, and we'll talk about it at the end. I'm going to go through what he runs and some of his rules and some of his stuff that he implements in his half court offense and what makes it different than other kind of high low offenses. And we'll just get into it. First, I'm going to show you guys some of the basic motion that is most common that they run, either strong side or weak side, with the bigs crossing and then the wings interchange, and then you get a corner throw. And I'll break down all this in detail. Just want to get you a visual of what you're seeing. In this case, it's weak side. Same action though. All right. Bill Self prefers a one guard front. One of my favorite quotes from him is basketball is a game of easy baskets. As in, a one guard front, if a pass is intercepted, you have to go through the guard who made the pass. Whereas if you have a two guard front, you make a pass is intercepted, there's no one back to get to the rim. So that's why he prefers a one guard front, and he prefers to play in the channel. And what he calls a channel is from the free throw line to half court extended is where they want to start the offense. Starting in the channel here allows for 4 different entries. So you have the wing, elbow, elbow, and wing. And if you go to right side, it eliminates half. If you go to left side, it eliminates half. The channel, this is the diagram of the channel right here. From the free throw line to half court extended, you want to stay in the channel to start the offense. And the reason for that is so you can have those 4 options. You can have the wing, elbow, elbow, and wing. So that way you don't take away any of those options. That way you can do it against any kind of defense, whether it's pressure, sagging off, or any kind of throw at you. There's 3 types of entries we're going to talk about tonight: wing entry, a pressure entry, and a dribble or a zipper entry. The first one we're going to start off with is a wing entry on the strong side. This is the most common action that they run. It doesn't matter if the guard cuts strong or weak. It really just dictates what they do after that. But the most common is pass to the wing, guard cut strong side. Bigs play off for each other. It's very common for them to cross or just to screen for each other. One big will go to the blow post, one will go to the sweet spot. Now, the sweet spot is Bill Self's terminology for the center of the floor, guy with the ball at the top of the key. That's what he calls a sweet spot. So when you see a sweet spot terminology, now you know what I'm talking about. The most important rule is that bigs must post between the ball and the basket. So on that line, they want to post because that forces the defender to choose how they're going to defend them: behind, front, low, or high. The goal of this offense is to get the defender on the high side and keep them there. So posting between the ball and the basket allows for the defender to have to choose how they're going to defend them. So the ball gets reversed to the big in the sweet spot. The big in the low post follows the ball, post between the ball and the basket, and he leg whips or kind of like reverse pivots his defender. And the goal is to keep his defender on the high side here. So in this sweet spot here, the big has 3 options. He can shoot it, he can dump it, or he can reverse it in that order. So he looks to catch, he looks to shoot or attack the rim. He looks for the dump pass to big, and the pass from big to big always comes from the forehead. So you're here, shoot, and then just dump pass from the forehead. And what this does is this gives the little on the wing right there, the little on the wing right here, it gives him the information on when to get open. So he's looking shot, he's looking dump, and then the little can get open and then go for the reverse. So on the reverse, if the little is overplayed, it's an automatic backdoor. Because the offense has a lot of space here, if it's overplayed, like a team like West Virginia likes to really pressure you, if it's overplayed, it's automatic backdoor. The big down low has to read it and get out of the way. We're just going to do perfect world, everything works, ball gets reversed so little. Now, the rule here is ball is passed to the side with 1 player, it's a double stagger away. Ball is passed to the side with 2 players, it's a single away, single down. And then on any screens on the perimeter, if a big must slip and find the rim, littles must clear the 3-point line quickly. And that allows no help or no switching to occur. So guard comes off the double stagger to the sweet spot. Anytime the ball is in the middle of the floor with the guard in the sweet spot, both bigs must duck in. And what that does is anytime big ducks in, 90% of the time they're going to force the man to get on the high side, and then you keep them on the high side from there. And then every time the ball is reversed, the next pass, the guard has to go weak side no matter what. It's automatic now. All right, so here's the biggest difference between Bill Self's high-low offense and other high-low offenses. They L-cut to the sweet spot, and so he steps across his man, sprints to the sweet spot, and then he gets a cheat step. What Bill Self teaches is when he sprints to the sweet spot, instead of just catching and turning, he gives him a cheat step and then turns and faces. Without the cheat step, the defense can catch up. Ball gets reversed in the sweet spot. Big down low follows because he posts between the ball and the basket. Littles on the wings can interchange. Also, the L and Bs you see is Bill Self's terminology. He plays littles and bigs, not guards and forwards or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All littles are interchangeable and the big positions interchangeable, so he just calls them littles and bigs. So I've matched that on my diagrams here. So ball gets reversed to little on the wing that they interchanged. This is where Bill Self says they look to score 90% of the time. This action right here. So little looks, Big's got his man on the high side, and it's just a corner throw, and it's almost unguardable because you have a weak side pin down here. So pass to the two side, you got a single down. You got Little coming off it here. If his man helps too much, he's open here. Corner throw, there's no weak side help. It's wide open. So we're going to show some, I'll show you some real life examples of this in his motion offense here. And I'm going to disappear. And if you guys have any questions about this, just ask away, and I'll try to get them down afterwards. You see a corner throw here, wide open. Trying to show film from past years so you can get a feel for, the effectiveness over the long term, not just last year or the year before that. He's been running this for a while now with a lot of success. This is a good example of the full offense that he runs. So you get the reversal, you get double stagger, ball in the sweet spot, reverse. Now remember on that reversal right here, this guard has to go weak side. So he reversed it in the sweet spot. He has to cut away weak side no matter what. So you'll see that here. Comes here. You got a single down, seal on the post. It's good. Now we're going to go show you just the wing entry on the weak side. Literally no difference. The only difference is the guard cuts weak side. Same exact action that they run, looking to get corner throws and everything out of it. The only difference is instead of into a double stagger, it's just into a single down. And this is a good example of a single down with his man sealed in the post. So here you got Parriot sealing his man on the high side. You got Embiid coming down to run a single down right here. All it is just a corner throw over the top. And there's no help. It's open. Here's some examples of the single down or the pin down screen that they run. And I'll show you why it's effective to have the corner throw into a single down. So here you can see this man from Oklahoma has to help right here because his man fell down, leaving this single down wide open. And you'll see more of that coming too. It's a really good way to prevent any over-the-top help and get the over-the-top pass and then get an open pin down for a guard. All right, so that was the basic version of the wing entry. Now we'll do pressure entry. This is for when a team like West Virginia likes to press a lot or likes to deny passes. This is a good pressure release entry. Same exact scenario, Littles exit to the wing, Bigs flash. Instead of pass going to the wing, cutting strong side, pass goes to the elbow. Now, the first option on this one is a backdoor. It's just like a blind pig backdoor, like the triangle offense. And all it is just a catch and drop pass to the little going backdoor. Bill Self talks about getting open backdoor. He said in order to get that option, he wants the littles or the guards to be above the ball. So you want to get the defender above the ball. He said every good defender is going to turn their head a little bit, and it's backdoor. It's just a drop pass. It's just like a blind pig drop pass, like the triangle. I'll show you examples of that. So both littles go backdoor. Ball side exits to the corner, and then the point guard comes off a flare screen from the other big. And the big here, his look is the drop pass, and then it's one bounce, and it's over to the guard cutting off the flare screen. Now in this situation, the first option is your point guard came off a flare screen. He caught the ball with an unused dribble. First option is for him to attack the rim. So when he attacks the rim, this Littles man right here is the only line of defense. Well, he's coming off a double screen, so that doesn't allow any help. Or if his man helps, he's going to be open on the double screen up top. It's a really good way to prevent any sort of help and get your point guard attacking the rim quickly. So this is the first option. This is the blind pig pass. Past the elbow, just a drop pass down the blind pig. And one of the things Bill Self also talked about in his breakdown, I didn't do it a lot, but in order to get the backdoor pass, he said, have your wings cross high, getting the defender on the high side, and then go. And then it's just a plant, outside foot plant, and go backdoor. This one's so overplayed that Parriot gets a layup. All right, third option is the double screen, just coming off a stagger or an elevator screen, depending on the scenario. I like the way Andrew Wiggins does this in the post. He comes in, makes it look like he's going to seal his man right down in here, and what he ends up doing is his man kind of hesitates, and then he just comes right around the double screen. This is pretty good. So you'll see here, this man down here, he's going to hesitate, and then it's already too late, open for a shot. All right, now out of this pressure entry, Bill Self has some counters that he uses as half-court sets that I really like, and I wanted to share them with you. The first one is a double ball screen, where off the flare screen, both bigs come into a double ball screen, and then continue into a stagger screen for a shooter. So you can see here, double ball screen, and it's continuing to a stagger screen for a shooter. All right, the next set is a screen-to-screener set. It's not exactly a pressure entry. This is more of a set, but it does involve a flare screen like the pressure entry. Guards exit, one big flashes to the elbow, one stays low, and then it's a flare screen for the point guard, and then it's a screen-to-screener action. I'll show you real quick just what that is. So what happens is one big stays low here, one big flashes here, and so it's a flare screen for the point guard. This guard is going to come and set a cross screen, and then it's just a cross screen, down screen situation. There's cross screen and then down screen. They don't score a ton off the down screen. It's more common for them to post up the big off the cross screen. a counter to that set is a nice lob set with a cross screen back screen. That is the same exact set, but instead of coming off the down screen, guard comes off set the back screen for the big who set the down screen. So here you'll see cross screen, back screen. It's a nice little lob. They've run this since basically 2006, and 2008 national championship game and everything. Works really well. All right, less common action is for them to seal or have one of the guards that went backdoor sit in the post and try to get a post-up opportunity. He ran it for Brandon Rush a couple times, but then they have a Weakside Stagger with it that is good because sometimes the Weakside defense falls asleep. So you'll see here going backdoor, Brandon Rush is going to come here and he's going to sit down and look. So when the guard comes off the flare screen, they're going to look to get him in the post. He doesn't actually score. They do it a couple times just to show you the seal portion of it. And then there's a double stagger on the weak side that you'll see they score quite a bit off of. So here he's actually got Steph Curry on him. And they try to post him up, but Davidson comes with a nice quick double team. Here's where they get some scores off it. So that man seals the post and then comes off double stagger. What I like about a lot of his sets is pretty much every single set flows in and out of the offense seamlessly. So all the counters and everything, you can get right back into the motion offense, without actually trying to do anything special with it. All right, here's a dribble entry, which is just a guard dribbles to the wing, zipper cuts off him, and then attacks off a quick pick and roll. He can run roll and replace. You can run into a pin down. You can run into a big ceiling. Different options that he runs through the years. You can kind of do it at your own preference. Here you're going to see a zipper cut into a pin down. And one of the things that he talked about in his breakdown is he wanted the guard to catch the ball lane line extended, but he wanted to catch it on this side. And the goal of that is basically for the guard to catch the ball, rip, and go off the pick and roll. It's not a read. It's just catch, rip, and go. So that's why he wanted to catch it on that side, so that way he had a lot of room to operate. See it into a pin down and then into a seal. Get a nice post up out of it. And then this next one should be a nice roll and replace action where you can see him. Selden comes off, just catches it and goes, and then it's roll and replace, and he's wide open. That's probably my favorite action out of all this, the roll and replace action. But he actually ran a lot of this at Illinois, and that's when it really started to take off. And I got some nice film off of Jeff Parriot's YouTube page. You guys should check it out. He's got a lot of nice breakdowns on there. Some Virginia defense, some old school stuff that I can't get my hands on that film. So that's really cool. He's got a nice long video of Bill Self's offense, some Roy Williams stuff from Kansas. It's really good stuff. You should check it out. All right, so we're going to talk about the high-low passes. Now, the high-low passes come from the sweet spot to the man in the low post. The way he wants that is he wants it to be shot, dump, reverse, so the dump should come to the forehead. He never teaches the bounce pass. They drill the forehead, so it just looks like it's just shot. It comes from the forehead. I'll give you some nice examples of that here in this film. Show how Big catches it and just kind of looks like he's shooting, but he just kind of flicks it down for a high-low entry. Right there. There's a nice little roll and replace, just a high ball screen, replace, seal your man. right, now we're going to talk about when the ball gets entered into the post. There's some rules and some designs when the ball gets entered in the post that he talks about. So ball gets entered in 5-man in the post. The big that's high is going to take 2 steps to the elbow and dive to the rim. And then guards are going to get to thirds. What I mean by get to thirds is he splits the court into thirds, into 3 areas. So you got 1, 2, and 3. And what that means is he wants a guard in each area. So you want a guard here, and guard here. It doesn't really matter where in the thirds, but that's so the big who catches the ball in the post knows, okay, this is where guards are going to be. So when it goes to kick out, he knows exactly where they're going to be. So the options in the post are going to be shot to find his buddy or the big who dives down, look for the fan, and then throw it back to where it came from. So the fan would be the opposite 2 guards, and then back where it came from is whoever made the entry pass. And I'll show you some examples of that coming up right now. So here you're going to see Thomas Robinson gets the ball in the post. Withy dives. His man helps too much, and he gets a nice dunk out of it. Here you're going to see Parriot gets a guard switched onto him, so he looks to post him up. They come with a double team. Cliff Alexander dives and gets fouled. So he dives, gets fouled. Here you're going to see a couple of fan examples where you look to find the guard on the wing at when you get the ball in the post and a double team, or if you just look for a kick out. Couple of nice examples of ball reversal, because the guard, they know exactly where the guard's going to be in that location. So on the fan, if the shot is not there, then the big will follow into a ball screen. They can start their 4-out, 1-in ball screen series, or just run into a quick ball screen, nice pick and roll action. So if the first shot or the shot isn't there, you'll see the big follow around and follow into a ball screen, run a pick and roll. And then more often than not, the big down low is going to seal his man on the other side for like a duck in to prevent any help. So Cliff Alexander tries to go to the first one and then follows into a ball screen again. Now we're talking about transition. So when they bring the ball down in transition, more often than not, this is where they're going to score off of their double stagger action, or because of that double stagger action, the low post man sealing down low. So what you're going to have is just a standard secondary break. All it is pass here, this man comes low, and you're going to go stagger, and then out of that stagger, this man here is going to seal his man. You're going to look for a corner throw. If the corner throw is not there, more than likely the double stagger is going to be open. So they just come down in transition, run normal secondary break, and then go right, flows right into their offense. You get reversal, double stagger, throw over the top. This is a good example of when the double team comes, the full reversal, and then a weak side seal by Cliff Alexander right here. Because when the ball gets under the post, he dives down, and then on the weak side seal, he just seals his man off. So even if the double stagger is not there, you can still get the full options of everything that's covered. So he dives down, reversal, seal down low. And here's some examples of scoring off the actual double stagger screen. that's all I got for right now. Let me check up and see if anybody had any thoughts or questions on Twitter or on YouTube. Let me know what you guys thought of this. If you want me to keep doing breakdowns like this, if you want me to do different varieties, if you have suggestions for whatever I'm doing. I got a couple things in the works. Looking at some VCU, some Shaka Smart stuff. But yeah, just let me know if you guys got any questions about anything. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it.